So what's up, brothers and sisters? Man, we have a very important topic in today's time and society when it comes to being a man and woman. There's a lot of certain standards that's pushed on woman. There's a lot of certain standards that's pushed on man. But let's deal with the man. So a lot of people try to say men should have a feminine side. I have been hearing this a lot. And we know words have power because they can make you look at things certain ways. Images. They can give you imaginations. So a lot of men have the imagination of being a woman, as we can see. We see the traits because of the word that's being pushed on man. Now I was just listening to something where it say men can have feminine traits. And I think we should erase the word feminine and say man can have human traits. Feminine come from a woman, so her traits come from her. She has to be a woman to have those traits. So when we say human traits, like for instance, people say patience is a feminine trait. Love is a feminine trait. No, that's a human trait. That's something that should be in man and woman. We're trying to so much to be alike when we're supposed to be different. But we're not supposed to be different where we challenge one another. We're supposed to be different to complement one another. And we know we are living in a society where it's weak men. Now, when you talk about weak men, you talk about kids being weak. Because even in nature, since you want to talk about nature, a man has to be dominant. That's why he get the mate. So the legacy can last because what? Only the strong survive. So why do we want weak men? Why we don't want strong men? So our kids can be strong. So our generations can be strong. But if we teaching a man to be feminine and act like a woman, and we teaching a woman to act like a man but be a woman, we throwing our balance off. And that's why there's no balance in the world when it truly comes to the man and woman. So I was just hearing this conversation, man. I said, man, I just say something about it, y'all. Because when I used to get into these conversations, which I don't really too much engage in it no more because it's a lot of emotions and I know the kind of person that I'm talking to when I am having those conversations. But we as men and women, we both carry some of the same human traits, but we are two separated beings that are put here to complement one another to what? Sustain life. I wasn't put here as a man to be a woman or act like a woman, and a woman wasn't put here to be a man or act like a man. It's called roles. And once we embrace the true role of being a man and woman, that's when we what? Produce the spiritual life, which is the spiritual rest that we are all seeking in our coexistence and what we call relationships with the man and woman. So as always, man, I hope the Father has circumcised y'all hearts and ears for the message. I'm out. Peace.